Chriselda Lewis, who is based in central Johannesburg. A very good afternoon to you, Chriselda. Once again, it is peak hour traffic time, and I can see those snaking queues once again, as we spoke about yesterday. I mean, we saw how badly affected commuters were yesterday, but what are they saying today, particularly to the fact that there hasn't been any word on the negotiations with the bus drivers?
Well, Alicia, the frustration continues with many commuters still trying to make their way to their respective places. And it's really around about this time, as you would see in the morning as well, where the commuters themselves really do get frustrated as they try to jostle their way to try and find the first available taxi to take them to their respective destinations. Yet again, just here, these snaking queues, as you indicated, Alicia, and just speaking to some of these commuters, frustration like we've been hearing from yesterday. They're really hoping that there will be some resolution to the strike action by the bus drivers. So many of those are equally the sentiments that were shared yesterday about the tags that they filled up at the beginning of the month, saying that they have to stretch deeper in their pockets. And that's a sentiment we've been hearing from throughout the country. Many of the motorists that my colleagues and I have been speaking to are saying that they have to find money from elsewhere to try and get on the taxis now. And essentially, here in the Carlton Centre here in Johannesburg, where I was reporting from yesterday as well, this is close to one of the big taxi ranks here in the Johannesburg CBD, and many of these people saying they're not sure what time they will be able to get home. Let's get some more reaction again on that impact from one of the commuters. Mama, talk to us a bit about how you've been affected by esi strike samabhasi.
Kakhulu mama, like izolo nje ngibe deva ba ansazi bendenza ntoni because ndienda etraining ngicima izaba faster yabe iyadelaya ngoku nje emateksini also iyadelaya because ngapha emateksini bazokufuna necard and ezokhathi mina nazo engoku ndiqonda banzafika pha ngabo 8 9 and naxesha nelokupheka
njeba ngokuna akukabikho nto engathi velayo malungana nestrike kuthiwa basaxoxa okwamanje mhlawumbi nakusasa ke kuyoba njena
inokwenzeka so lo si keep on to borrow that money because already sichayile ama-taxi and then sizolo sihlupheka nje kanje because ngapha emateksini bazofuna itikiti zakhona nakhona because bazokuxelela uba ilayini engapha eyaba nama-taxi akhona because zininzi nezalapha izinto emateksini sekoko sisengxakini so umuntu everyday ufika ebusuku bangabayithethe lento yabo bade bagqibe bethunana because we affected seriously and this is serious.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for your time. Just one of the commuters. We'll let you go now, ma'am, if you could stand towards that direction. Basically saying that going to work, they get to work very late, and going back home as well. They arrive in the evening, quite late, and many of them, when I was speaking to a bit off air, indicating that, you know, it's quite late. They have to cook for the children and ensure that they get the kids ready for bedtime. It's a bit difficult now, not knowing exactly what time you're going to get home, but those negotiations continue. SABC News understands that there are 2 commissioners from the CCMA who are presiding over the negotiations, which are currently sitting at this stage, Alicia, and we know that that's been going on since 8:30 this morning, and there's been no resolution at this stage with regard to the strike. Let's get an update now from the spokesperson of SATAU as well. Mama, thank you very much for your time. Zanele, Sabela, thank you very much for your time. If you could just face this direction for us. Sisanele, an update with regard to the negotiations. You started at 8:30 this morning. Still nothing going.
They started at 10:30 this morning. I think it's a very good thing that they're still ongoing. There's a very good spirit in the talks, and the fact that they haven't broken down, I think we should all hold out hope.
Hold the hope, but is there any shift in terms of some of the demands that you have been making as SATAU and the other unions, of course, with regard to the increase that you want of 12%?
Unfortunately, I couldn't preempt it, spending downtime here with you while the negotiations are happening in Woodmead. But like I said, there's a good spirit. It would seem that we will find each other. But as you know, these things are not easy, and they're set down for today and for tomorrow. So we will see. But there is a willingness to find each other.
Certainly the concern at this stage is the commuters, and many of them, as you heard the commuter I was speaking to indicate that they've been inconvenienced for 2 days now, but I guess of course the bus drivers themselves need to eat. They too have families. Aren't you concerned about the inconvenience, how some commuters are stranded as well?
We are very concerned because, as you know, the bus drivers and the other workers in the sector are also part of the working class where the commuters come from. So in terms of that, what with the VAT increase, with the fuel prices increase, the cost of living is going up, and drivers work very hard and very long. They work up to a 17-hour day. They do need to feed their families. So we would appeal for understanding to say that, but then the other thing that we need to appeal for is for the employers to look at how their customers are suffering. We tend to call them commuters, but these are customers to the bus companies, and they need to be concerned about them and actually make an offer that we can work with.
So you're confirming no shift at this stage on any of your demands? As these negotiations, give us something. Sis Sanele, give us something.
Like I said, I'm down here with you, downtown Joburg. The talks are happening in Sandton, and I couldn't possibly know at this point. But I haven't heard anything that says the talks have broken up, so let's hope.
Right, the talks have not broken down at this stage. Thank you very much, Sis Sanele. Sabela, we must apologize for everyone just walking in front of the camera. As you would understand, everyone is just trying to find the nearest taxi that they can jump into. Fortunately, you have some of the taxi marshals who are trying to assist the commuters here from getting to, or rather getting to their respective destinations. But I think there's a bit of a shift here, Alicia, that I must point out too, is that there seem to be a bit more taxis that are picking up the commuters here today. I guess perhaps the taxi associations might have had discussions amongst themselves in order to beef up or to increase the number of taxis at the various pickup points, especially where the queues themselves are extremely long. So, but that certainly hasn't deterred the long queues, the snaking queues that we have seen, and the frustration itself is expected to build up as others still make their way from their workplaces to come and queue here to go home.
All right, thank you so much, Chriselda. I was just about to ask you there. I mean, I'm thinking that the taxi drivers are certainly not complaining about the new influx of the new customers there. That is our reporter stationed in Johannesburg. She's at Carlton Centre, Chriselda Lewis, and she was keeping a watchful eye on the commuters as they now try to wait for more hours to get a ride home. Peter, it's over to you.